And that is how the ruffians managed to best me. Ah ha ha, they are strong to be sure, very strong. Dare I say, they might be strong enough to defy the prophecy. Spare Count Belek your theatrics. The light prognosticus is false. The dark prognosticus holds the answer to eliminating heroes that rise to stop us. Oh my, that's the first time that morsel of information has touched my ears. Do tell. In due time, Dementio. In due time. Oh, Nastasia, it's time we send him on these pests. Yeah, I can take care of that for you, Count. Lovely, exclaimed Count Belek. Return to your posts, my dear minions. As you command, Count. Hail Black! Does something trouble you, Nastasia? Yeah, Count. You know, there's still time. You can still change your mind. That is enough, Nastasia. We've already come this far, so we shall forge on. But you needn't stay by Count Belek's side. You can depart with my blessing. No, my Count. I won't be doing that. My life is already sworn to you. Yeah, it's belonged to you since the day you saved me. I'll be sticking out with you until my game ends, okay? If that pleases you. My, how interesting! Nastasia and the Count have such deep conversations. Just what is our dear Count playing at? Ah well, I'll let him worry about that. I must attend to my own projects. Timpani, why? Why do you avoid me? Ow! Ow! Unhand me! Huh? You're crying. Why? Timpani, you must tell me what has happened. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Just forget it. Oh no, Timpani, is my father behind this? I'm just an ordinary girl. No matter how much I love you, we must part. Timpani, This is goodbye, Blumiere. There's no other choice. This is our fate. That was a little weird for a while, but we seem to have gotten through it okay. Understatement of the century right there. I'm so sorry. It was all my fault. And then you all... Thank you so much. Wanna know how to thank me, Bugface? Just stay out of my way, okay? Say, come to think of it, Bowser, could you be our third hero? Ho there! I've been waiting for you, young heroes. Did you succeed in your search for the next Pure Heart? I guess we did. Intriguing, so then, when you saved Tippy, the next Pure Heart just appeared? How very interesting. I think that castle was once a dwelling of the ancients I told you of earlier. It seems that my ancestors have roamed far and wide in their dimensional travels. In the castle beyond the Great Sea, we hid a pure heart and sealed it safely. Yes, I remember reading such a passage in the Light Prognosticus. The seal could only have been broken by a powerful pulse of love and trust. So you think it was because Tippy began to trust us that we found this pure heart? That's amazing. And now there are 3 heroes. Ho-ho! I don't know who the last one is, but waste no time in searching, my friends. Oh, please. Come on, people. With me here, you don't need anybody else. Seriously. Trust me, if any problem comes up, I'll stomp into next week. I'll Bowserize it. Oh ho! Well met, Mr. Bowser. May your strength protect this group. Oh ho. It seems the void has expanded once more. Time is short. We have to keep going. We must start looking for the next heart pillar. There are matters I must attend to as well. I must search for any item of significance in the Light Prognosticus. Hey guys, welcome back to Super Paper Mario. Last time we broke into Fort Francis and found out this game truly was prophetic. Anyway, this time we'll explore a bit more of Flipside and get the next heart pillar because, well, as you can see, the void is getting kind of big now. But the first thing we want to do is actually to go back into the Bitlands and go to Chapter 3-1. As you may remember, after Tippy got kidnapped, a pixel came out of a bush and told us to return to him if we saved her. So let's go do just that and see what he has to say. Whoa-ho now, you want to hear the 3 tips again? Just say the word. What are you talking about? I don't need no more stupid tips, alright? No more hints? No way. You defeated Francis? Whoa, 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 slow down. That's huge news. I'm just glad I could help with that daring mission to infiltrate the nerd lair. So, I guess there's no need for me to sit here and give out tips. I guess I've done my job. I've got nothing to do now. Oh hey, how about I tag along with you guys? Well, I've made up my mind. I'm coming along whether you want me or not. Barry the Prickly Pixel has joined your group. There's plenty of dangerous types wandering out there. Let's stick together. It'll be safer for both of us that way. Barry's ability is that by pressing the 1 button, you become invincible for a split second, and a ring of spikes appears around you that damage any enemy. I don't really use Barry that much. He is the first optional pixel we have, though. There are a few in this game, and Barry's just going to be the first one of them. But since Bowser moves kind of slow, we're going to want to use Carry for now. And anyway, with that, let's go back to Flipside. I'm going to change to Mario because, well, we have to flip into 3D coming up. This is actually the first time we use a return pipe. Basically what it does is that it just lets you return Flipside whenever you want to. You always come out at the very right end of the tower, so there's that. And with that, I'll meet you guys back down on the first floor, or I guess technically the second floor. Now, the fourth heart pillar is pretty easy to find. You may or may not remember that when we first came this way, there were some spikes in the ground that we couldn't do anything about. Now that we have Thudley, however, we can power them down. What we want to do is flip into 3D and look at the mark on their side. So, if the arrow is pointing down, you want it to be down. If it's pointing up, you want it to be up. Let's get that. Well, that was easy. And with that, the fourth heart pillar appears, just in time for me to flip back into 2D so I don't lose health. And with that, let's put the fourth one in. Okay, is it just me, or did the void look significantly smaller in that scene? I know it's not really a big deal, but I think it kind of, like, sort of lessens the impact, because a thing I really like is the void hovering over Flipside, because, you know, at any time it could just basically destroy all of it, but I feel like the fact that it wasn't really as ominous as it is in the gameplay has kind of ruined it a bit. Anyway, just a minor gripe. Let's go through the green door into the fourth dimension. Through the fierce battle against Francis, Tippy and the Mario gang grew closer. Behind a fourth door lay a whole new world that beckoned to them both. What awaited was vaster and stranger than anything they'd encountered so far. In order to claim the pure heart, they would have to endure new, far-out trials. Chapter 4, Level 1. That was probably very out of sync. Into outer space. Stars everywhere. I believe we're in outer space, almost certainly. What troubles you, Mario? Ah, yes, of course. We seem to be lacking air. You need that, don't you? Oh gracious me, what am I to do? Well, let me see. Then, well, but so... No! Hey, please wake up. You're alright, aren't you? Oh, thank goodness. I don't really know how he got us all out of there. It just sort of happened. We won't last out there as we are. Perhaps you should ask Merlin's advice. Thank you, Tippy, for pulling me out of that hellhole. I didn't notice until now, but I really like the swirls and the pillars and the heart in the area where, like, the heart crystal is supposed to go. I don't know, it's just, I said before, I really like the aesthetic of Flipside. I didn't notice how pleasing it was until now. Anyway, yeah, the fourth gate leads to outer space, and apparently we can breathe underwater, but we can't in space. It makes that even more ironic, because this is the same year Mario Galaxy came out where we can breathe in space, but not underwater. But it looks like we'll have to get Merlin's advice on how, because, well, we can't breathe in space. Oh, that was certainly quick work. You've already found the next pure heart? No, Merlin. That door led straight into outer space. Space? Oh, I imagine that was an unwelcome surprise. Yes, there was no air, so Mario and his friends couldn't breathe. What do we do? Well, if you had a space helmet, you'd be alright, I imagine. And you have one? Of course, I don't have one. But I imagine that even something like a space helmet would suffice. And I just so happen to... Oh, blast it! What now? Oh, double blast it all! I cleaned out my shelves the other day. Yes, I had the perfect thing, but I was making space and I gave it to someone in town. To who? Oh, just some random boy. It seemed more convenient than recycling it. We must find that boy and explain the situation. Get it back from him. So, we have to look around Flipside for the young boy that Merlin gave the thing to. Anyway, he's on the 3rd floor, which is just 1 story above here, so you don't have to look too far. I can see a lot of people wandering around really confused, trying to find him and not getting him. Yeah, don't worry, it's not as bad as it seems at first glance. He's gonna be right in front of Flipside Tower, if I remember correctly, and there he is, with the fishbowl. Huh? Did Merlin give me something like a helmet? You mean this fishbowl? Yeah, I kept it Captain Gill's here in a cup, but then he got too big for it. Yeah, that's why I got real happy when I got this fishbowl. Thing is, now the Captain got so big, the bowl got too small for him. Is Captain Gill's alright? He kinda looks, well, dead and not moving. Hey, I know, maybe you could find a nice place to set Captain Gills free for me. Captain deserves freedom. Then you gets the fishbowl. That's good, huh? But where can he go? I want to notice that he'll be nearby at all times. You got to help me. You got a goldfish bowl. We have to find a place to release Captain Gills, and you may remember that there was a small pool of water beneath Flipside in the areas we were exploring last episode. That's just 1 story below Saffron's place. So I'll meet you guys back there. Back over here, we approach water. This looks like a good place to release the captain. Release the goldfish here. And the fishbowl's empty. That means you can use it as a space helmet. Now we can go to space. So let's head back to that door. Now, we could do that, but I think now might be a good time to show off the Flipside arcades and the games in there, since this has been a kind of short episode. I wasn't sure exactly when I was going to cover it. I was thinking of doing it in a bonus video, but thinking now seemed like the right time. So let's go back into Flipside Arcade and just play a few games for a bit. There are 3 games we have now, there's 1 unlockable game. Let's buy some tokens. No, not 1 token. How about... I tokens, okay. Let's go for 10. And with that, let's go into the arcade and see what we got here. So, we have 3 games. Forget Me Not, Mansion Patrol, and Tilt Island. Starting off with Forget Me Not, it's basically just a... oh yeah, you have to point the Wii remote at the screen for this. It's basically just a memory matching game. We have Soviets right here. The mushroom will restore... You get 3 strikes and then you're out, and mushroom will remove one of the strikes. So sometimes you'll see items like that. There's also another power-up here that will flip all the cards again. In later rounds, the cards will start switching up a bit. Okay, so Mimi here, saw Pistovius here, Tippy here, and okay. Okay, this will flip all the cards again. There's Nastasia, no chunks. I'm gonna see how long it can go on for. These games aren't really hard at all. They're just a nice, fun little distraction. They don't really serve any big purpose in the grand scheme of things. Just a fun little side mode if you want to waste your time in them. That is sort of a criticism I have, though, is that in most games, mini-games serve like a purpose, and you can get some good rewards from them. But this one, well, they're just not really that good. They don't really have that many good rewards here. It's fun and it exists, but it doesn't really serve any purpose in the grand scheme of things. So I'm just gonna go on as long as I can without losing. So right there, oh, that's dickish. Of course it restores the hit before I actually get the strike. As you can see right there, some of the cards are flipping. I'm probably gonna lose, but that's just because I wasn't really paying attention to the placement of the cards. I've made it into round 20 before. I was focusing more on talking, not really on the cards. That's probably why I screwed up there. We earned 9 Flipside tokens. That's not enough to play anymore. So how about we go back and just supply 1 token. With that, we can go and play the next game, which is Mansion Patrol. Obviously a reference to Luigi's Mansion. Anyway, this one's pretty simple too. We have 3 lives again, and what you have to do is just press the A button on the boos. Now, occasionally the boos will come by with toads, and if you shoot the toads, you lose points. The toads also will drop power-ups. There's one that makes it so you're continually firing. What you want to do is shoot as the boos get bigger. There's no real way to perceive the depth here, so that can kind of screw you over. So just shoot them whenever they appear. Be careful not to shoot the toads. Sometimes we'll see some dark boos out here and they're worth more points. That's really all there is to it. Okay, there's a toad right there. Okay, he gives you a heart that restores one of your lives. Actually, we haven't lost a life, and it gave us an extra one. You also get some combos for you get combos for shooting boos in a row, so you don't want to just fire all willy-nilly. I think I've said that phrase in a while, willy-nilly. And the max is 800. Okay. As you're seeing, this doesn't really pose much of a challenge either. I don't really have anything else to talk about this game, other than it's just kind of fun like the other games. So I think I'll just cut to whenever something important happens, or just something I want to talk about. There's a dark blue right there. I think they're worth more points. I could be wrong, though. They have more complicated movement patterns. They move around a bit. They also can flip between 2D and 3D, so you want to be careful with that, because they can basically hide themselves. Yeah, as you can see, he's moving a lot faster. Actually, I'm not sure if they flip in the middle of it. They just move a lot faster, so you want to take them out first, while also being mindful of the regular boos that are coming at you. The Toad just gave me one of those power-ups that shoots everywhere. When you're in this mode, you still get combos, so you don't have to worry about missing all your shots. And of course not a lot of boos showed up, but that's one of the other power-ups that you can get. So I just discovered that the B button actually also fires the shots, but yeah, there's really nothing else to it. Just something I just discovered. As you saw right there, that's what getting hit by a boo looks like. And here we have an atomic boo that you have to hit it a lot in order to defeat it. It also gives you a bunch of points too. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Usually I make it into like round 4 when I play this game, but that's as far as I've ever gotten, I think. I don't really play these mini games that often, so... Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! That's in a power... Oh wait, never mind, I just got the shooting thing. Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Since I literally have nothing else to talk about... Oh, I died. Anyway, I was gonna say, random trivia, I had nothing else to talk about. The Ghostbusters theme song actually wasn't really an original song. It was, Ray Parker Jr. based off a song by Huey Lewis and the News called "I Want a New Drug." That song's a really good song, so check it out if you have the time. I literally had nothing else I wanted to talk about, so I thought I'd mention that. Anyway, let's go and play the last game, Pill Island. This is probably my favorite of them. It's basically just a balance game where, by tilting the Wii remote, you make Mario move. And there's going to be some enemies dropping from the sky as well as some fruit. You want to collect the fruit to get points, and you have to collect 5 of them to proceed to the next round. There are also some power-ups that makes you just, like, basically spin dash like in the first Paper Mario. Here we go, this lets you just spin dash, and you knock all enemies out of the way and move a lot faster. You can take 3 hits as usual before you die. In some of the later rounds, you have to collect more pieces of fruit to advance to the next level. Once again, there's nothing really more to it. I do like the music here, and this is probably my favorite of the mini-games. Okay, we got that. I'm not gonna go for that, I'm gonna go for this. Yeah, there's really nothing else to it. Okay, there we go. Let's get one of these. Oh yeah, you also get some points for kicking the enemies out of the way. But there we go, let's go on to round 3. This is another one of those games where you can advance to other rounds pretty quickly, and that's really all there is to it. So, I don't really have anything else to say. Go listen to I Want a New Drug if you want to. It's a really good song, but that's really all I have to talk about. So, let's see how far I can make it in this. Starting off on round 4, you have to collect 6 pieces of fruit to advance, but that's really the only thing of note here. Oh yeah, you can also walk right off the edge too, and that makes you lose a life. You're probably going to take more damage from walking off than you are from the enemies, if I'm being perfectly honest. If you press the plus button, that gives you the option to quit a minigame if you want, but I'm still just going to keep on playing to see how far I can make it. Also, something else I want to talk about, the animation Mario makes when he gets hit by an enemy and dies is actually the same as the game over animation, since we haven't seen that yet. And we're probably not going to, since this is a pretty easy game, but yeah, that's really all I got to talk about. Oh, and moving on to round 8, you now have to collect 7 pieces of fruit, but that's it. And there we go. Yeah, 26 tokens. Let's see. We have Hort, Miffy, Walter, Mario, and Fred. Huh. So that's really all there is. We have 42 Flipside tokens, meaning the life, the universe, and everything. But that's really it. So we made it back to Flipside. We opened the way to the 4th dimension, but we couldn't, well, read in said dimension, so that held us up quite a bit. But after getting a space helmet, we can now go back through and get the 5th pure heart. So, next time on Super Paper Mario, we go through the green gate and explore outer space. See you guys next time.